Hold on. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this one of the podcast episodes. First time, not anywhere. I'm not. I usually just have me sitting at my desk or something on the APC 40, little thing I use to play music. And I'll, do another one with that. But right now I just feel like taking it and doing something different. And like I said, I wanted to have no format really, so just walking around. But yeah, sometimes for example, right now I've got my coffee, which you might have heard the clanging just now, the spoon and the glass. Yeah. But I just woke up like 5 seconds ago, so I'm a little bit groggy. But I always use these times to I always come outside to make a coffee, come outside, walk around the block one time, because it's long enough of a walk to get me kind of up and moving around, but not too long to where it's like obnoxious every time. So I really enjoy myself. Plus, a lot of the time I just talk to myself anyways. I mean, we can use the word talk to yourself or think out loud, because I mean, that's all I'm doing really, is just thinking out loud. But I remember I used to not be so super good at it, but thank God things like air, because I've done it for years, where I would just talk to myself walking around. Is that a loud train? And I would just walk around and talk to myself. But now, since like AirPods have came out and different wireless headphones, I just assume that people think I'm talking on the phone or something whenever I'm just walking and talking. But I mean, I used to be super self-conscious about it, especially when I first moved to LA and around LA, because it's just a city, so there's so many people around. But I mean, I got more comfortable as time went on, and I just did it. But it's you can get a lot out of it. But I had this thought last night, and I want to try it, and I think I should go ahead and see what we can do. But I want to try hanging out with people in a different way. It kind of a weird way, where I've never tried a method like this, and I'm just trying different things. And this might be even too deep for most people. People are just like, just hang out with someone. But I don't know. I'm tired of people making me think what I think is not normal. Honestly, I feel like everything that I'm doing is pretty normal of thought for the most part. But but trying to hang out with people where instead, so because people bail. Like, for example, I got pretty much bailed on today. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of glad that I got bailed on today, but everyone does. I mean, I'm really good, and I pride myself in never bailing on anything when I say I'm gonna do something, especially something as minuscule as like hanging out with someone or something like that. But I'm gonna try a new way of hanging out with people I'm gonna do it for this week actually, or we'll see what happens. I'll figure it out. But hang out with someone at like a certain time. So let's say, for the example, I want to hang out with people on Thursday, so I'm gonna ask someone to go and get coffee at like 1 p.m. and then I'm gonna tell this other person to meet me here, and we're gonna do this at 2 p.m. and then hit up another person and say we're gonna hang out at 4 p.m. So you have like 3 different people lined up, and hang out. I have no idea what just happened. I think someone rolled down the window and said something to me. Yeah, I mean, I look pretty fucking ridiculous though. I don't know what they said. Something about something. I don't know. But I mean, I look ridiculous, dude. Like, especially where I live, it's fun. I'm wearing like I'm walking around just this pretty regular neighborhood. I'm wearing shorts, like just running shorts that are as short as you can pretty much go. I mean, not as short, but fairly short. And just have jet black hair right now, and a mullet as well. So that doesn't. It's just such a weird look. Plus, like just coffee in my hand. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks probably weird. Like, what the hell is this dude doing? But or not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about that too deep. But yeah, I want to try hanging out with people like that. I mean, that sounds so elaborate maybe to most people, but I kind of actually technically have experienced that, because you can also have the people roll over into the next people. So You could have just like, the person you agree to meet at 1 p.m. You guys go feed duck. Let's say feed fucking. Let's just use weird examples. And then you plan on hanging out with someone and feeding ducks at 3 p.m. And that person at 1 p.m. that you got coffee with could roll over, and they could stay and hang out with you two. So now you've got a crew of 2 people you're hanging out with, or they can leave or whatnot because you're hanging out with another person. So it's very free format. Plus, the most important part about it is, and what was the issue that I had just described, is I'm always getting bailed on, like, everyone. I mean, I'm kind of probably just focusing in on it a lot just because it's like, God damn it. But, at the end of the day, you really can't expect anything from other people. Like, once you give up the expectations of others, that's where, like, true happiness lies, honestly. I mean, that's kind of exaggerated, but, I mean, seriously, that is kind of the case. I mean, especially when it comes to, like, romantic relationships, because you just expect, I mean, when you hang out with someone, then you start making, for me at least, I'll make scenarios in my head of things that have not happened that I would like to happen, and then when I hang out with them next and that energy isn't reciprocated or something, then you don't get, it's just like, don't hate the player, hate the game. That's really what it is. But that being said, don't hate the game either. I mean, just don't have expectations for other people. Once you get rid of that, and it's fucking difficult, especially when there's someone that's so mesmerizing to you. Just don't. But yeah, so wish me luck on that. I guess I'm gonna try it for this week sometime. Probably more in the evening time. We'll see what happens, man. It's gonna be really fun. I hope that is really cool method, because that would be a great way to, like, have some unique experiences. Yeah, maybe it's just cool. And it doesn't have to be like 2 hours apart. I'm gonna probably do it like meet me at 1 p.m. and then meet me at 2 p.m. and then meet me at 3 p.m. So that is fucking that. Okay, yeah, that's all I had to say about that. But I just wanted to articulate that so I can speak that into existence, because I actually do want to try that out. No, there's a couple people I want to hang out with too that I haven't before. I'm trying to just reach out to more people in this area, because whenever someone says, like, they just don't have, like, they can't relate to anybody or don't have that many people, it's really more of a reflection on themselves, really, because I remember some kid telling me about that. He said he lived in Dallas, Texas, and he moved to LA, and I'm like, just talking about, like, why did he move to LA, and he's like, because there's just no one that can relate to me in Dallas, or whatever city in Texas he said he was from. And I was like, well, let's, like, I didn't say this like this because it sounds ridiculous, but I was like, well, let's psychoanalyze this for a second. Well, there's millions and millions of people that live in Dallas, or in really any city these days. To say that you can't relate, or there's not someone that you relate to, is really a reflection on yourself, on how comfortable you are about going out and meeting new people, I suppose. Because that's just not the case when you're dealing with that. I mean, a million people, or we can just say a million personalities. I mean, that's the beauty of it, honestly. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that's really a bit all I wanted to say. Other than it's kind of funny. I'm trying to do one of these podcast things, I guess you call them, just walking around. But I'm excited about some fucking music. I'm about to upload another song, 4th song in this month of September so far. I've done this already before. The most songs I've ever uploaded in 1 month was 5. And that was like that was only a couple months ago. That was like post quarantine. And I think it was the month after, because I'm like, I might as well just keep uploading shit if, everything was everything, and the peak closed down to 5 songs, and now I'm at 4 right now, and it's halfway through the month. I mean, I think it's, what day is it? September something. But I think I'm just gonna upload this with audio, with yeah, I'm just gonna upload this audio and as one of the podcasts, because I mean, why not? Tried just different methods. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Trying to hang out with new people, and yeah, I'm uploading another song. It's sorry, I'm so foggy headed still. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can feel the clouds in my head just parting, but very slowly still. Plus, I need to take a stop and sip this coffee because I've literally been walking around this whole time and haven't taken a sip. I also don't want to swallow too loud because I was always annoyed about hearing that on recordings. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm curious I keep thinking about that method of hanging out with people. I don't know if that's like too elaborate of a thing, but it's not elaborate at all. It's like, yeah, hang out with someone at 1 p.m., then at 2 p.m., then at 3 p.m. And if they all roll over into each other, then you're hanging out with 3 people by the end of it. Or if one person bails or 2 people bail, then you really don't have to worry about it. So it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like it's something, I mean, worth trying to do, if anything, just for the fun of it. Because it does seem like it could lead into some fun times. The only not fun thing is, I want to go out and do some shit, but the problem is pool tables are still closed around cities and stuff, and I mean, I don't know what to do with myself. That's the only thing I would actually enjoy doing at like a bar or something, is just playing pool. Because at least it's just something to do, and like you can kind of conversate with some new people that way. But it's just fun. I love fucking playing pool. Let's play one-on-one. But anyways, yeah. So I've been waking up way later than I usually do. Just not super late. Well, yeah, I mean, like noon. 11 a.m. to noon is about when I awaken. So, or get up, actually. It can be hard to get up sometimes. But, yeah, just been waking up a little later. Kind of want to get on that 9 a.m. in the morning type thing going on, just because it can be nice to stay on. It can be nice to get a little bit more hours in your morning, because I do like the morning. That's why I come out here and take a good ass walk when I initially wake up. By the way, I suggest everyone do that. Just when you get up immediately, it doesn't matter where you live or who you live with. I've noticed that the many places I've lived in my time, the best thing you can do is just get out of the house right away. That's like my favorite thing to do. It refreshes your brain completely. Because, I mean, it depends on what you do. If you stay in your house for the next few hours, or you end up going somewhere. Because I guess if you wake up at 9 o'clock and then you leave at 9:30 to go somewhere, then that's a whole different thing. Because then you're already leaving. But if you have nothing you're planning on doing, or you work from home or something like that, get up and just go walk. If you have to drive somewhere, preferably just live somewhere where you have access of a nice place to walk around, and do that, because it's a great way to just start the day. I wish I could explain it a little bit better than that, but I think you get the idea. It's just getting out of the place that you're going to be staying in, because I notice if you don't do that, then you're like in the same room that you're usually in, or same house you're usually in. You just are not, you're just a little bit stiff is the word I would say for it. But I feel like I've got a clear vision. I kind of need some more fun things to do. That's why I'm talking about hanging out with people and stuff too, because I feel like I've been a little bit too indulged in like just music stuff. I can just get a little bit over obsessed to where that's where I spend all my time, and then it just makes me lack in that same subject. So I think it's weird. I think a lot of the time, if you take your energy and put it into something else, like, for example, let's just keep on the example of hanging out with friends. It's going to be the theme for this show, friends. If you just have friends what was I? Oh, my bad. I totally lost my train of thought. What was I? I have no idea what I was just talking about, like literally 5 seconds ago. Fuck, that's unfortunate. Sorry, that happens. Friend subject. Oh yeah. If you focus in too much on one subject, you'll end up lacking at that subject, in my opinion. I mean, that's why you've got to get, especially when it comes to making music and stuff, if you get new experiences, whether it be like having a crazy night out or going to some vacation style thing, like on a lake or like to the beach, I don't know, whatever it is that you have, you can gain experience. I've noticed, and I always say meeting people, because at the end of the day, life is all the same. Like, there's trees, there's leaves, there's nature, there's different animals, but the most interesting animal of all is the human. And that sounds, I don't know why I articulated it like that. Sounds like a psychopath would say something like, most interesting animal, the human. But no, seriously, like the personalities that everybody has is so different from one another. When I talk about like, man, and that's what you say when like you say like, oh, I fucking hate LA, or like I hate Indiana, I hate whatever it is, or like that's sometimes people, I'll hear that a lot, like it's mostly what they're talking about. I mean, I guess they're talking about geographical location, but they're definitely more talking how the people interact with the area and the culture within the area. That's really, I guess, if we want to like break that down even farther, that's what is being talked about. I believe, I mean, that's at least for me, that's what I'm usually describing when I say that. So I need to get out there, because there is some cool motherfuckers around here. The only problem is about Indianapolis is there's really no like hub. And when I say hub, there's no like one place everyone knows about. Like, I guess we'll talk creative specifically. I mean, there's different subsects. I feel like it feels like more like everyone's doing their own thing, which is great and everything, but there's no, I don't know what is missing. There's something that just feels a little off, maybe I don't know. I don't know how to articulate it, but everyone seems like they're doing their own things, really. Of course, I just probably need to go and reach out to more people, I suppose. Maybe that's part of the issue. I should probably do that, because there's some dope-ass people in Indianapolis. I mean, there's really cool people and impressive people everywhere. Like, finding out about the Midwest lives here. This one, like, part of that weird, known about these people for fucking years. I know one of the most popular ones, I'm pretty impressed, is Black Winter Wells. But Black Winter Wells goes by the name of Drain Puppet? Yeah. I remember a couple years ago listening to some Drain Puppet, and that's just like it's got crazy ass fucking music, the dopest shit ever. It was like some crazy EDM. It was like EDM, but it wasn't, the most cliche type of music. When you associate EDM, like just basic, whatever, constitutes EDM in your head, It was just some experimental-ish type of sound, but it sounded just as good. And it wasn't experimental like 100 gecs where it's like you wouldn't play that with anyone in the car, because, I mean, personally I would, depending on the song, but that's because I'm probably a little weirdo like that. But it's great, fucking great though. It was great stuff. And then Drain Puppet turned to Black Winter Wells, I don't know if there's still both people are like still making music under Drain Puppet. But all associated under the same umbrella of this weird, like, I don't even know, people use the term like glitchcore. It's kind of weird saying that, honestly. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know if this is like all new or what, or it kind of is. It's like, it's basically like Blood on the Dance Floor if it was made in 2020. I mean, that's really what it is. And maybe some here and there it's higher pitched in places, but I mean, it really just does sound like that shit. But it has more of a potential to be like a more popular genre than, types of music like Blood on the Dance Floor, like Hot Topic music in 2008. Wow, what a phrase. Hot Topic music in 2008. But damn, I'm almost done with this walk right now, so I think I might just upload this as Sylendanna'S Universe just for the fuck of it, but have audio only for this one just because I'm using voice memos to record. But yeah, I just thought I'd give this a shot. So yeah, also I suppose for the thumbnail and the audio, I'm just gonna take a picture of what I look like when I get back inside and just use that because I don't have a video of me recording this. Maybe I will record a video just for the later ones, but for right now, I'm just gonna take a picture of myself in the flesh as of right now. And that's it. That's really it. I don't have much else to say. Wish me luck on trying this method of hanging out with people. I will get back to you and let you know in the next one if it indeed works or indeed don't work. I mean, or maybe maybe a little bit of both. Like some aspects are like, oh, that's good, but then it's like, oh, I just don't. Just maybe I'll come under the conclusion that it's like, oh yeah, hang out with 3 people, but just meet them at one time specifically. I don't know. I fucking know. I want to try doing that stuff more instead of less one-on-one conversations with people and more group conversations, because I feel like I'm a little bit better when it comes to communication and group conversations. I could be wrong, but I guess we're gonna find out. No, I mean, I've been alive 24 years now. I can't wait till I'm 25. I can't wait till I'm 30, to be honest. 30 is gonna be a fun milestone. But okay, now I'm rambling. All right, so yeah, talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Until next time.